Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to English Learning with Miss Tias. Semangat pagi, how are you class? I hope you are always good and happy. Okay, before we start our class today, let's pray together. Enough. Thank you. Today we are going to study about recount text. Okay, class, let's see the learning purpose for today. Tujuan pembelajaran yang pertama, siswa dapat mengidentifikasi fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan dalam teks recount sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya dengan cermat setelah diskusi kelompok melalui pengamatan video. Kedua, siswa dapat menelaah fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan dari teks recount sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya dengan teliti setelah mengerjakan lembar kerja siswa melalui Google Classroom. Dan yang ketiga, siswa dapat menyusun teks lisan dan tertulis mengenai teks recount sesuai konteks penggunaannya dengan cermat setelah mengerjakan soal di Google Classroom. Dan yang keempat, siswa dapat mengkomunikasikan secara lisan dan tulis teks recount menggunakan struktur teks dan unsur bahasa sesuai konteks penggunaan dengan tepat setelah mengerjakan soal di Google Classroom. Let's start our study today. Here we are, recount text for grade 10 SMK Wikrama 1 Kabupaten Semarang. I will give you a text first for stimulating. Here is the text. Come on, read with me. When I was a kid, I lived with my elderly grandparents in a small village which was so far away from the city. They asked me to go to school by foot every morning because they wanted me to be a stronger girl in the future. Therefore, I was led to school quite often. Because of it, I asked my grandparents to buy me a bicycle. I finally got it as a gift because I got the rank first in my class. Early one morning, I went to school by bicycle. It was my first time riding a bicycle to school. I rode it so fast because the road was empty. On the way, I didn't notice the big hole beside the road, and I fell down into the hole. I hurt my hand and my leg, and they were bleeding. A man saw me and quickly helped me. Finally, I was in hospital to get medical treatment. I recovered from my injury after a few days, then starting riding carefully. The first paragraph is called orientation atau pembukaan. In this part, there are three important things. The first is who, siapa yang mengalami peristiwa. And the second is where, di mana peristiwa itu terjadi. And then the third is when, kapan peristiwa tersebut terjadi. The next paragraph is called events atau peristiwa. In this part, the writer must retell the events from beginning until the ending. Di bagian events, peristiwa diceritakan secara runtut. So, the writer used conjunctions like first, then, after that, and finally. The last paragraph is called reorientation atau penutup. In this part, the writer can write about their feeling, their impression, or what will the writer next to do after the event. Let's watch the video and don't forget to make a note about the definition of recount text, the generic structures of recount text, the social function of recount text, and the language features of recount text from the video.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Halo Edukasi. Pada video kali ini, kita akan belajar bahasa Inggris tentang recount text. Yuk kita simak bagaimana cara mengidentifikasi jenis recount text. Recount text adalah jenis teks dalam bahasa Inggris yang menceritakan kembali peristiwa, perbuatan, atau pengalaman seseorang di masa lalu. Tujuannya adalah untuk memberikan informasi dan menghibur pembaca dengan bentuk retelling stories. Ciri-ciri dari recount text yaitu menggunakan kalimat past tense, kemudian menggunakan adverb untuk menerangkan waktu dan tempat seperti in Indonesia, spring, and in museum. Kemudian yang terakhir menggunakan kata hubung dan time connective seperti and, or after that. Jenis-jenis recount text. Yang pertama, personal recount, yaitu menceritakan kembali pengalaman penulis di masa lampau. Yang kedua, factual recount, yaitu menceritakan peristiwa yang benar-benar terjadi atau ada fakta yang dipaparkan kembali dalam factual recount. Yang ketiga, imaginative recount, yaitu menceritakan hal yang fiktif atau imajinatif. Struktur dari recount text. Yang pertama, orientation, yaitu menceritakan latar belakang informasi tentang siapa, di mana, dan kapan suatu peristiwa terjadi. Yang kedua, events, yaitu menceritakan peristiwa atau kronologi kejadian secara berurutan. Yang ketiga, reorientation, yaitu kesimpulan cerita sekaligus penutup, di mana dalam penutupan ini kamu bisa memberikan opini terkait cerita tersebut. Last month during holiday, I and my parent went to Pangandaran Beach. We took a tourism bus to go there. We left at 8 o'clock in the morning. The trip took about 3 hours and we arrived at around 11 a.m. As we arrived there, I walked down to the beach. It was a nice sunny day with a blue sky and a gentle breeze. The waves there were suitable for swimming, but I didn't swim because I couldn't swim and only play with the water on shallow part. Before we went home, I looked for some beautiful souvenir at the nearby shop there. Eventually, we went home about 5 p.m. It was a memorable experience for me with my family.
So, here the conclusion about recount text. Definition: a text that telling the reader about one story, action, or activity. The social function: to retell past experience. The genetic structures: the first is orientation, the second is events, and the third is reorientation. The language features: number 1, using simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Number 2, using temporal sequence like on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. Number 3, focus on specific participants like I or the writer. Number 4, using the conjunction such as then, before, after. And number 5, using action verb like went and stayed. Go moving to practice activity. Let's analyze this text. The first paragraph. Last morning, dinner, my roommate woke up late and she had to go to campus. In the first paragraph is called orientation. Di paragraf 1 ini terdapat who, yaitu dinner, and when, last morning, and where, in the garage. The second paragraph. When she wanted to take her motorcycle, in fact, she couldn't move it because there were some motorcycles that blocked up her motorcycle. She tried to move all the motorcycles so that her motorcycle could move from the garage, but she couldn't do it. Then she called Adele who had the motorcycle which blocked it up. After that, her friend who had the motorcycle helped her. The second paragraph is called event. Di paragraf 2 ini, peristiwa diceritakan secara runtut. Dari Dinar ingin mengeluarkan sepeda motor, tetapi tidak bisa, dan dia memanggil Adele untuk membantunya. The third paragraph. Finally, she could move her motorcycle and rode it to go to campus. This third paragraph is called reorientation. Di paragraf 3, sebagai penutup, the writer menceritakan bahwa pada akhirnya dia bisa memindahkan atau mengeluarkan sepeda motornya dan mengendarainya ke kampus. Let's see the language features from the text. Almost the text use verb to or past verbs. For example, wanted, woke up, couldn't move, tried, blocked, and wrote. And there are some conjunction. For example, after, then, and finally. And the social function of this text is to retell about Dina's experience with her motorcycle. This is the explanation about recount text. I have sent some activities in Google Classroom, and don't forget to do these activities and assignments. I think enough for learning today. Don't forget to do the assignment about recount text in Google Classroom. Thank you for today's class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.